On guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about should you do cardio pre or post workout to avoid strength losses. So the first thing I want to first talk about is what's called concurrent training. So what that really basically means is, doing cardio and, weight training simultaneously, or you could even do it, before or after, vice versa. But that's what concurrent training is. There's, a good decent amount of research that talks about this subject, concurrent training. And what's pretty cool about it is that, there's both sides to it. There's some evidence that shows that it is detrimental to strength gains. It does affect you, and there's some research that shows that it doesn't do anything. So that's really the cool part about it. And so that's what I wanted to open up with when it comes to concurrent training. So when Chris and I, we're starting our journeys into weight training and stuff like that, we made a lot of mistakes when it came to cardio. We would sit there and play basketball. Literally, we played hours of basketball at a 24-hour fitness and just drain ourselves, and then we'd sit there and have the nerve to go sit there and try to weight train. So no bueno. That's one of the things that it wasn't good. So that's an example of kind of like how we messed up within that.
I'll tell you guys a funny story real quick. Like Eric said, we used to play basketball at 24-hour fitness, like 3-on-3, and I'd be waiting to have our 3-on-3 squad wait to go in there and play. And you could see in the windows, Eric was finishing up his tricep extensions. He kept looking into the window, waiting for me to holler him in. As soon as I hollered him in, he'd throw his set back and throw his bag on, and just run into the gym. So we didn't give a shit. We didn't know what we were doing.
True story.
All right, guys. So there's actually this really cool study by Ratamis and colleagues, 2016, out of the Journal of Strength and Conditioning, right? And so what they did was they actually took 4 different groups, right? Aerobic exercise groups. And these 4 different aerobic exercise groups did this aerobic exercise 10 minutes before a resistance training program, right? This resistance training program wasn't some soft pussy ass workout. It was actually a really good program. So it was including squats, bench press, deadlifts, overhead press, and then something called a high pull, right? So they took 11 subjects and they actually put them through these 4 different protocols 10 minutes before this resistance training program. So the first cardio program that they had them do was basically running at a moderate intensity for 45 minutes, okay? The second aerobic protocol that they had them doing was running at a moderate to high intensity for 20 minutes. The third cardio protocol was HIIT cardio for 15 minutes, and the fourth cardio protocol was running at a moderate to high incline and uphill by 20 minutes. So 4 different cardio protocols 10 minutes before a resistance training program, right? So what happened was basically all groups led to performance decrements in resistance training. So every group, doesn't matter, before resistance training, all cardio groups led to performance decrements, okay? So about 9.1 to 18.6% fewer reps were performed, okay? So that's actually a pretty big difference. And it seemed like the squat and the bench press took the biggest hit. So the squat, because obviously you were running, you caused a lot of muscle damage, you fatigued your legs. So after that, trying to do squats, there's no way it's gonna happen. In bench press, it seemed like that it actually got fatigued because when you run, you're swinging your arms, so your arms got fatigued. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I never thought about that, right? So basically the 2 cardio protocols that caused the biggest decrements was the HIIT cardio and the 45-minute running, okay? So, all right, guys, so right now we're going to talk about the take-home points, okay? So like Eric and I have talked about in several videos, we are very big on giving you guys take-home points so you guys can get the clear messages and you guys can go and apply them right away, okay? So with this video that we're talking about, so some of the key take-home points, number 1 would be that you probably want to do cardio either post-workout or on a separate day, okay? And like this study showed that the HIIT cardio actually led to the most performance decrements in your training, right? So you probably wouldn't want to do HIIT cardio even pre or post workout. If you had to do it on the same day, you'd probably want to do it in the morning and then do your training at night, or vice versa, right?
So the second take-home point would be that, if you're going to be doing cardio on a training day, you have to kind of be strategic about this, and you have to choose a modality that's not going to create an interference effect. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're doing, a strength day with lower body. You're not going to want to you're not going to want to sit there and do, a modality where you're doing, like the recumbent bike, some sort of sprints, pre-workout or even post-workout. You already have a ton of muscle damage done to your lower body. Why create that before, or why create that even more after? So you have to be strategic about it. If you're going to do lower body, choose a modality that's going to be for upper body on cardio. Do some battle ropes, do some sort of
The cycling,
the
machine
cycling
like that for the
thing,
arms.
walking on a treadmill at the very least, but do something that's going to be upper body related. So just be strategic about that and always take the interference effect into consideration.
All right, and the third point we have is the thing I noticed in this study is they didn't have a group that did walking, okay? So they had groups that just did nothing but running. So maybe walking will be one of those type of cardio modalities that you can maybe get away with pre-workout or post-workout with cardio, okay? So it just depends. If it's a brisk walk or really light, low walk, low intensity walk, you guys could probably do that. So I've done this anecdotally with clients. Me and Eric have tried this pre and post workout. Seems to be perfectly fine. It doesn't sit there and kind of interfere with your guys' resistance training after. So that's something you guys can definitely try out, is walking, okay?
Hey guys, we just want to say thank you so much for watching our video, and please make sure to subscribe to our newsletter below so you guys can claim your guys' free book, The 4 Pillars of Becoming Dynamic Within Fitness, absolutely free. Also, you guys get to join our DDT community, and make sure to follow us too on social media, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to YouTube, everything like that. So thanks so much for your guys' time, and see you guys in the next video. Cheers guys.